Okay, it's the end of the 7:20 p.m. turn, and while there were many developments across the field, the biggest one was right here, where the French effectively shut the door on Perch's advance into this area. First, the French sent a heap of light cavalry into the area to stop that advance, and then the Imperial Guard activated shortly thereafter, which enabled many of these units to move in and, as you can see, just block the Prussian advance. The light cavalry forced many of these Prussians in this area to rout, and the Imperial Guard helped finish a few more of those off. So that's put a stop to the Russian plans right here. The Guard also moved into the woods over to the left here, which is going to further deter the First Corps' advance into this area. So for now, Prussian advances are being directed into this area against the far right of that French Guard position, and to the left of de Erlon's Corps' position. The Prussians here, this is part of the 4th Corps under von Bülow and the 2nd Corps under Perch. They're working together, a bit chaotic, to attempt to drive through the French in this area now, and they're having some success again just through weight of numbers. You can see a lot of disordered Prussians in that area, but they've also along the way disordered and eliminated a number of French battalions in this area, and Prussian cavalry finally getting involved as well to assist with that drive. These French units here, again, this is de Erlon's Corps, which have been fighting along the ridge all day. They are very weak. They're down to sort of 3, 2, 2, 2 increments, but they do still have this these cuirassiers of the 4th Cavalry Corps in the area. They have suffered a few losses, but they are still in good health, and they are fresh, and they are able to put pressure on the Prussians as they try to advance to, well, what is the southwesterly direction. Now, further to the west, the Brunswickers have shifted their squares a little further to the right. But if we zoom out, you can see this is all that is left of that army of the Low Countries. There's a good firm square with the Brunswickers and I think the 5th Brigade here. The 6th Brigade over here are still in pretty good health, but there's not much else in this area. Looking further in, all we have left is a few remnants of shattered brigades and skirmishes. You can see remnants of the King's German Legion, some Jaegers, remnants of the 95th Foot Light Company there. But what happened over here was the French, well, you can see Foy and part of Mouton's 6th Corps beginning to drive through into this area. Foy pushing the skirmishers back. But over here, the French cuirassiers, I think the 3rd Cavalry Corps, began to push up here, and in fact they routed some of the Allied heavy cavalry in this area through just force of numbers. The Hanoverians, who did have a strong line here just before, one of the battalions routed, 2 more were disordered, and they have a -18 morale modifier, and the French just need to give them a slight nudge and they will fall over. And even so, they haven't activated the rest of their cavalry on the right here, so it's not looking good for the French, for the Allies out in this area. So the French have certainly defeated the army of the Low Countries. The negative morale modifier all throughout here is devastating for all those remaining Allied forces. They just cannot withstand these French assaults. It then, as always, comes down to the Prussians to see what they can do and if they can make something happen here. I've been saying that for a while now, but the pressure really is increasing as Wellington simply cannot hold out on the right anymore. So that's the end of the 7:20 p.m. turn. There's a 7:40 p.m. turn coming up, and then we'll do a morale check.